Well, not every rock is swimming in nitrogen and O2.
Have my attention.
Cave to get inside the facility.
Anyway.
Found you. To the victor goes the spoils. I said that right?
Damn it.
is pleasant to see you.
Where to next?
Is something amiss?
Hello.
Hello.
Explore's already finished the pre-flight checklist. That's my girl.
What did you need?
How you doing, Sweet Pea?
Well, I'm okay. But I'd be a lot better if...
Let me guess, you'd be a lot better if you had a bigger book allowance.
You know me so well, Dad. So, what do you say? Mom says we might go to Paradiso next year. She's all excited about spa days. I wonder if they have any good bookstores there.
Captain, do you require my assistance?
No life signs nearby. Just another dead rock.
So much history in these halls. And if we're lucky, we'll be adding some more.
Look at how far we've come. It's all becoming so overwhelming. The Starborn, the artifact visions, the music. Is it all worth it?
Mateo, are you having a crisis of faith? You?
What if the Starborn are right? What if our hunt for the artifacts is a fool's errand, doomed to failure and catastrophe?
You think we're doing the wrong thing? We just want answers. Isn't that why we all joined in the first place? The noble quest of discovery?
Chasing down this mystery is what Constellation was made for.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to shame either of you. Blame the workings of a worried mind. I just hope that this journey doesn't turn us into something that we wouldn't recognize from where we are now.
Hate to interrupt, but I have a favor to ask. Lot of equipment on the Eye has reached the span's end. If we're going to find more artifacts further out, we need work done. Got the nods and signs from Sarah and Walter for the materials, but I need hands. She's an old station. Be ready for retirement by the stretch of a human life. Took a lot of modifications to tune into the anomalies. Give you the down of it. Worried not all of the repairs we need will take. Compatibility across the years tends to fray. Need more than just the you and I. Asked around. A few constellations are already on their way up.
I'd like to talk to you about something. I've occasionally had my doubts about Constellation as an investment. But now, well, it's clearly money well spent. Curious feeling, knowing that you've seen something that no one else has. You're doing Constellation proud.
As much as I know everyone's excited by the artifacts, but we need to be as objective as possible and be aware of possible negative effects. Stay safe, okay?
Feel free to help yourself at the bar. I don't drink, but I feel like if I did, now would be a good time for one. Take care of yourself.
eyes open to you, Constellation.
Swear, it's the truth.
Well, if it isn't the newest addition to the family.
Sarah was just regaling us with a story involving her and Vladimir that is clearly 100% fabricated.
Are you calling me a liar, Cartry?
No, ma'am. Wouldn't dream of it.
At this point, we've all got stories that sound made up. Lucky that all of us here know they're true.
Some of our stories are a bit weirder than others, you gotta admit.
Okay, sure, but it's not a contest, Barrett. None of us thought we'd end up here like this. I was sure I'd have a nice, quiet, boring career in Mast.
I kind of figured I'd just keep securing religious relics.
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear that. Did you say securing or stealing?
You're never gonna let it go, are you?
You should know by now that is not how Walter operates. He never lets anything go. It's gotten him this far.
Now, Andreja, I'm sure your answer would be something about the life of a smuggler. Am I right?
It was perhaps not my plan, but my options were limited.
Hey, no judgment here. In addition to weird stories, I think we've all done a few things we're not proud of.
And that is one contest Barrett would definitely win.
What about you? I know you were kind of thrown into all this.
Discovered an artifact and tussled with pirates all on her first day. No big deal, right? I bet it does.
I don't know. Mining might have been a much safer career choice in the long run.
Beats most jobs, if you ask me. Certainly weirder than most.
I was going to say that miners don't get to uncover the secrets of the universe, but you kind of did, didn't you?
And thanks to your time at Argos, you've got marketable skills to fall back on once we're done discovering the secrets of the universe.
We have an incredibly capable group of people here. We have a path to follow, and we're going to see where it leads. We're going to figure out what this all means and look after each other along the way. No matter what happens, we're all in this together.
I'll drink to that.
Ever since I got here, this has felt like home. These people are family. I hope it feels that way for you too.
Sounds like Vladimir could use our help on the station. We heading to the Eye? Sounds like Vladimir could use our help on the station.
I don't know. I have a lot of work to do.
Working on it. Don't mind me asking.
Analyzing some of Sarah's recent data from the field. We're going to collaborate on a study.
Lately, I find
Doesn't
myself
know you're
spending
working
more and
this
more
hard,
time
does he?
here.
always
Business has
worked hard.
appealed to me,
That was the only way that I could get
this is exciting.
My work is all I have. No wealth, no connections.
Sounds like Vladimir
My
could use our
timing is
help on the
awful.
station.
You've earned the right to be here, Noel.
Maybe I'll take you up on that seat sometime. After I get some more work done.
Got your ping loud as a bell. Eyes ready to let you aboard. Greetings, Captain. Captain, greetings. Although my database of human history is not fully complete, it is quite extensive. At this time, I am unable to locate any valid references. Given the unusual nature of the encounter, it is reasonable to surmise that any earlier occasions would have been documented. One explanation is that this is the first time they have been discovered. An alternate explanation is that prior encounters resulted in 0 survivors to document the experience. I detect a discrepancy between your words and tone, commonly known as sarcasm, one of Barrett's frequent choices in communication. If this analysis is in error, please let me know, and I will update my database. Return soon.
Hey, you mind helping me weld up some of these panels? I miss coming up here. We should visit Vlad more often.
Dad, pay attention! Why can't I use the welder?
Just pick up the welder. Nothing to it. Well, can't win them all, I guess. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen.
I didn't do it.
This scanning equipment needs to be installed. I could use your help. If you could help me install these parts. I think we are done. Thank you.
Gave up my room in the lodge so Andreja had a place to call her own. Everyone needs space to let their thoughts run solo. You color the wrong wires. Station showing red. Nastier than I measured. Figured a few of the parts might be iffy, but this is going to take more than a span.
I won't leave you hanging, Vladimir. Cora and I can stay with you until the eye is back to 100%.
No need for the martyr's clothes, but I'm happy to have the help. As for you, while we're giving the eye the swords, need to tip your ear on another matter when you got the time.
Always nice to spend some time with you. The only time I've been this serious with someone, it was nothing like this. Not even close. Another day in paradise with you. But time to get back to work.
Never regretted coming out of retirement. Constellation's got the writ of the righteous. Keeps me young. Don't want to worry anyone, but we got more competition. Not Starborn, rival collector. Captain Petrov owns a salvager vessel called the Scow. Runs it like a palace of novelties. And he's got a new prize in his collection. Reached out through my hand-to-hands to see if we can do an honest swap. He says the rock ain't for sale for any price. Think we're gonna need a crowbar and bag for this one. Left the life of a jacob once behind myself. I know what I'm asking. But I see a clutch prize not up for the prying any other way. Not sending you lone hook on the job. I want Sarah with you on this one. You two will be foot to foot the whole way, so make sure you're ready. As we always say, each member of Constellation is their own conscience. I'll leave the details of the doing to you. Give me the nod when you can.
And with the two of us together, the galaxy better be careful.
Ready to head to the Scow? It'll be you and Sarah on the mark. Catch a smile out there.
talk later. Need to help out Vladimir.
Captain's orders. If that's all you're here for, then maybe. All right. I'll clear you to dock. Keep yourself out of trouble, or we'll have every hired gun in the cargo bay after you.
We'll let you on board. Thought Petrov was done hiring mosquitoes. Or maybe you're after something from the captain's collection.
Oh yes, The Rock. He's not selling it. But if you want to hear him laugh in your face personally, go right ahead.
Special rock indeed. Very clever.
Go on then.
The frost is starting to interfere with my instruments.
Pardon?
I wasn't aware we had the visitors. Waddick, you didn't tell me we had visitors.
We have visitors.
Excellent. Now that you've gone to all this trouble to get here, you should make yourself at home. Relax. Kick up your feet on the tables. I don't care they have scorch marks on them anyway. The artifact? Ah, you must mean my latest curio. I have never seen anything like it. Intricate pattern details, a metal that feels soft to the touch, yet bears not one hint of wear or tear. Ah, you are out of luck, my new friend. I cannot part with it. I know, it's a fickle man who falls in love so easily. Tempting. I do love showing off. But my I suppose it would be quite unfriendly to turn down a comrade in arms. No. No, Really? How flattering. Ah, very well. What's a quick look going to hurt, huh? I know.
Petrov.
People look at me and say, Petrov, your whole ship is a testament of splendor. Why do you need a special vault? Well, all I can say is that even the greatest collection needs its own private viewing area. Plus, between you and me, there are thieves everywhere. So I spared no expense. Every door between me and my treasures is painful. But that is the price of security, huh? Que sera? Just a bit further. This ship and I have been through some adventures, I'll tell you. I once collected salvage from a Deimos Celestial class while it was exploding. The crew was scraping scorch marks and bits of metal off the hull for weeks. And of course, there was the time I
the captain's right hand. I've never seen a man so exhausted.
Steered us into a UC Navy vessel after a particularly uproarious celebration of my latest acquisitions of fine art. But we were wedged perfectly between their two thrusters and were able to just kinda push them back into the star yard for repairs. Now, the moment itself. Ah, beautiful, isn't it? The man who sold me this told me that it spoke to him. That holding it for the first time was like drowning in your own soul. Alas, I've held it several times, and my soul is still breathing, devoid of any such enlightenment. Oh no. No. It's only fair to warn you. Hands off!
We're not taking anything, unless you make things unreasonable for us.
I'm afraid not. Then I suppose it's just a question whether my... Go ahead.
You've done an admirable job of trying to keep your cool. But I'm afraid the captain isn't going to listen to reason.
We both desire the same thing. But only one of us can get what they want. Steal what is mine, and I will ensure that every security officer in the United Colonies knows you're nothing but a common pirate.
advised. You have been identified as a known criminal. Respond immediately or we will be forced... I've got special orders. You're coming with me. Stand down and prepare for immediate transport to our vessel. Smart decision. Stand by to be boarded and transferred.
It's a shame the United Colonies built such an impressive ship for battle, instead of using it for exploration.
I'm telling you, the commander's got plans for this loser. Why else would he be going through all this trouble?
I still don't understand why he trusts a criminal. Seems like too much of a risk.
Stop worrying and keep an eye on our guest. I'll be right back.
You just sit tight. The commander wants to have a little chat.
The prisoner's ready, sir.
I hope you're comfortable. We have a lot to discuss. Not this time. So, let me see what we're working with here. It appears you spent some time as a combat medic. Good to know that you can take care of yourself under fire. I also see that you mined on Vectera, and now you're with Constellation. You've certainly been quite busy. Oh, and look at that. Right at the bottom of this list is the criminal incident that landed you in my crosshairs. Good. You'll find that I'm a stickler for details, and I'd hate to discover that your file is incomplete. Now that we have that out of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Commander Kibwe Ikande, and I'm in charge of this operation for UC SysDef. Are you familiar with what we do? Actually, that's something new we're trying. I figured we needed to branch out a bit, broaden our horizons. UC SysDef is a division of the UC Navy. While they handle the big picture stuff, we deal with a very particular problem. The Crimson Fleet. That convict is where you enter the picture. No, you don't. Not yet, anyway. We've been prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years, trying to take them down one ship at a time. But we barely scratched the surface. If we can get someone on the inside, we have a shot at finding a loose thread we can pull to bring it all down. Not for me. For yourself. Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UC SysDef, and together we take down the Crimson Fleet. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine. When you broke the law, you forfeited your rights. So basically, So, what do you... Suit yourself. You know, I have to admit, I'm a bit surprised. My instincts told me you were the right person, but I suppose I was wrong. All right, send this one to the lockup on Sidonia. Let them deal with the problem.
Can we refrain from ending up spending our evenings in jail? We've got better things to do. What can I help you with?
If you see any trouble, you let us know.
Almost break time. Come on. You can make it.
You look hurt. You might want to head over to the line.
Vladimir! Vlad, come in! Come in! The eye's gone completely dark. I can't reach anyone on the station.
Noel, Starborn, came out of nowhere.
Vladimir, get out of there!
He already left. Said he was going to the lodge. Sam! He's still breathing, but oh God, all that blood!
Hello, Constellation. Are you there?
Who are you? What did you do to our friends?
They call me the Hunter. And now that I'm here, your part in glimpsing the Unity is over. I'm already on my way. Say goodbye to your friends. It won't be long.
Forget about us! That Starborn bastard is after the artifacts! You can't let him take them! Pack up the collection, move it somewhere they can't find it!
Vladimir's right. We need to fortify our position before that Starborn storms in. We move out once the artifacts are ready for transport.
What about everyone on the Eye? We can't leave them to die up there.
I understand if you want to go, but I need you here. Please, I don't know what's going to happen once that Starborn shows up.
I don't know how long it's gonna take to pack up the artifacts. I'll get started. Hopefully this will only take a few minutes, if my hands can stop shaking!
Everyone, find a place to take cover.
Where? Do you really expect them to barge through the front door?
Just don't stand out in the open, Walter.
Could you all keep...
Are you heading to the Eye? We'll need to barricade the door behind you. You won't be able to get back in. You do the same.
okay. I admit.
Thank the stars beyond.
I'll be fine. I just need to lie down for a bit longer.
I really messed up on this one, friend. Usually the last guy to get outdrawn. Back at you. Let's get going. Won't lie. Grim Reaper had my number back there. Glad you showed up when you did.
I knew you would come! I knew you'd save us!
You're alive. Krix's ghost can keep waiting. No tears for the old. Got the others to worry about.
Funny. Usually I'm the one running off while the injured person recovers.
He came out of nowhere. Thank you. I don't think I can move right away. But I'll make it. Go on.
We better book it to the lodge. Make sure everyone's safe.
I appear to only be seriously damaged instead of critically damaged. Fortunate. That you are likewise relatively undamaged is also preferable to the alternative.
Hey, Sarah. Sarah, can you hear me? It's Sam. Stop. We're gonna finish this thing for you, okay? Sarah, we'll solve this mystery, I swear. She's gone. Come on. Let's get going. There's no changing anything now. Hey, Don't think about it too much. Give yourself some time.
Took you long enough. Noelle, she might still be in danger. There's a secret door in the basement, leads right to the well district. That would have been the safest route for her to run.
It went quickly after you left. We held him off while Noelle escaped through the basement. There's a door that leads to the well district.
Stay back! Oh, thank God. Thank God, thank God, thank God. I still have the artifacts, but where do we take them?
Ah, there you are. I wasn't expecting you to run to the eye.
You're not getting the artifacts.
Yes. Let's see if they can slip from my grasp this time, shall we? path to my destination. But now, I think I'll just kick back, enjoy the long road. There's a greater purpose to all this. You might have a larger role than I realized. Mistake on my part. Keep collecting the artifacts. We'll meet again. Maybe you'll glimpse the unity and...
Blackest see that you and Noel are safe. And the artifacts? The lodge. So, we slip from the Starborn's grasp, but not before taking a stab straight in the heart. We need to talk locks and bolts. Lodge and the Eye are not secure. Just means he's playing the waiting man's game. He'll be back once we've done all the work of collecting the other pieces.
The hunter, he probably found us because we're somewhere obvious. High-populated area, just like how the Starborn found you orbiting Neon the first time. But the fact that they're competing with us to find the artifacts means they can't get them without searching.
So we put the artifacts somewhere in the fringe, or on something that can slip from their grasp if they do another strike from the curtain. Fine idea. Starborn show up, you can burn helium in one spin of the grav drive to anywhere.
Here, keep the artifacts safe. I guess we'll meet back at the lodge after.
Come on, we've got artifacts to secure. We should be heading back. Looks like organics aren't gonna be a problem here.
If you are a victim of the recent attack, please remain calm. UC Security has everything under control.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all-clear signal before exiting your homes. That is all.
There's been an incident. Please continue going about your business.
Hello.
If you're with the press, we have no statements to make about the attack at this time.
We're asking everyone to continue their day. There's no more active threat.
UC Security is sweeping all areas hit by the recent attack. You're perfectly safe.
Better see how the others are holding up.
If you were a victim of the recent attack, please remain calm.
Mateo, I need to be checking everyone's vitals. Now really isn't the time.
I know. Look, we all feel like we've been kicked into the ground a million times over, but I think I have something. I'm serious. If I may, I know our encounter with the Hunter is the last thing anyone wants to talk about right now, but he said something that I can't get out of my mind. Unity. Do you remember that? Because he was stopping us, implying that we were getting closer to it. The thing is, I've heard that word before. It's an important concept in Keeper Aquilas's speeches.
The priest? Is the Sanctum Universum going to bless our little crusade of discovery?
It can't be a coincidence. The Sanctum has always believed that answers are out there in the stars. Look, I know it's the longest of shots and the biggest leap of faith I could ever ask us all to take, but why not talk to him? It's right here in the city, just a block or so from the lodge.
I guess it couldn't hurt. I've heard the Keeper's a pretty insightful guy.
Thank you. I know it's not much to go on, but something about this feels right. I'll meet you over there.
You forget how much you take a place like the lodge for granted. Until it's threatened.
Things are gonna be rough for a while. Lodge has wounds that need healing.
Constellation has suffered losses before, although none quite so violently. I will be monitoring everyone's vitals for signs of continued trauma.
Diplomacy will never die. Questions?
Hi. How you doing?
We're hiring if you're interested. Ask in the security office.
Howdy.
Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Ah, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds? What?
That's, what we mean is, we think there's something in the Sanctum's teachings connected to what we've been investigating. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps you should talk about this inside. Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
We've lost people, Keeper.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And these Starborn, I take it they're different from the people of the settled systems? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe, beyond rational thought. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here. I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more. In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun, and he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code? A way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave. Yes, something must be there. I just can't put my finger on it. Maybe the answer will become clear when we have more. The House of Enlightenment and Varun have versions of this story. Oh yes, typically. But there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I've visited her a couple of times. Hopefully, she'll be willing to talk to you as well. And if you need directions to the Enlightened, they have a branch in the Well helping the poorest citizens of New Atlantis find a better life for themselves.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
You are a sight to behold. Sounds like you beat me to it. I literally cannot imagine my life without you.
Hey, kind of breaking my concentration here.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
Welcome back to the pride and joy of the UC. can't stop smiling around you. I got a reputation to maintain, you know? There needs to be a bigger word than thanks. More than gratitude. And whatever that word is, I feel that way towards you. I'd be dead. Flat out dead if it weren't for you. You and me both. Truly. I gotta ask. Why me? It was an impossible situation. And if it's wrong to ask, sorry, but it's gonna keep me up at night. Sarah Morgan was our leader. She held everything together. I just don't know if I'd pick me over her. That means a lot. For my sake, for Cora's sake. Thank you. How are you holding up? Are you okay? That Hunter bastard's gotta pay. Pay big time. I don't care if he's starborn and indestructible, we need to figure out a way to take him down. Nobody messes with my family like that. Okay. Yeah. I might be wound up a little too tight. Who could blame me? I just want you to know, I'm here for you. The only way we're gonna get through this is if we all lean on each other.
Oh, please, take a look.
Thanks for coming in.
As a tracker agent, my duty is to inform and advise.
I want one of
We run a number of social programs, from financial aid to food banks. If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, you're not? Sorry. Can I help you?
It's actually important, as strange as that may seem.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim, but since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilas is describing. Yeah, I mean, he's always going on about trying to bring people of all beliefs together. Really wants there to be some shared story or origin. Look, I like the Keeper, but belief is the problem, okay? We don't need a shared narrative or theology. We need to help each other in practical terms. A man walks into the first house of enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of two that. Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again. Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
There's definitely something magical about a clear sky.
What's with the staring? You need something?
No lawyering, okay? I don't have the patience for it. Can't say I'll have what you need. But you're welcome to look. You see something you like, just say the word. Take care.
Don't mind me. Just a weary man, resting his feet. I help out Henrik from time to time. Not very often these days. But that's fine. Maybe a little, but that's not such a bad thing, is it? Better than all the noise and attention topside, if you ask me. Stay out of trouble.
I need to borrow your ship this weekend. Is that okay?
Always nice to see a fresh face around here. You stop in whenever you'd like. Do you know why this place has stood for so long? I make sure everyone's comfy. I tell it like it is, and I don't take any shit.
Everyone's welcome, so long as you keep your hands to yourself. Understand? No causing trouble in here.
I got contacts all over. Stock may not be so reliable, but I got ways of getting things. You ask me, the real New Atlantis is down here. All that stuff topside. It's kind of fake, no? Absolutely. Hey, take it easy.
Cora likes throwing stones into the pond. Or she did. God, that was ages ago. You know, with just one look, you get my heart racing. It ain't fair.
It's been a pretty good year.
I found some stuff. Nothing too exciting, but it's yours.
I'm just happy.
Cool spacesuit.
A visitor? I have all the company I need. He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions.
I never can make heads or tails of these guys.
The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
It would be really helpful if you told us about it. If that even matters in the slightest to you.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow. That is all. Strength and conviction show your worthiness to the Great Serpent. The kill is not as important as showing there is no doubt. I grow tired of speaking. Leave me.
You ever hear the one about the orphan and the platypus? Funny stuff. Can't really remember it.
Checking your file. Huh. Combat medic. Thank you for your service.
Hello.
I'm surprised I have yet to see the inside of the security office. Here's hoping the streak continues.
I feel depressed.
Galbank. Can you smell the rampant capitalism?
You're back. What did you learn? Was there something hidden in their stories, like we thought? Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. What else did you learn? If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. Was there anything else? Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel. Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum, at 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place. And from there, maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it? Ah, but what makes something like that holy? Gravity is also a force that brings things together. Should that be sanctified? Yes and no. We believe God is out there waiting for us in the universe, and that the grav jump will bring us closer. But is gravity itself an article of faith? What do you think? It is one of the great contradictions of belief. We feel the presence of something out there, but we insist that it is also everywhere. So you think this word unity describes that divine unknowableness that the Pilgrim searched for?
This guy's really hard to follow. Can we just get a straight answer?
Well, I won't keep you any longer. This has been fun, I have to admit. Go, find your truth.
Hey, if you go, I'll follow. In a romantic sort of way, not stalkery. Life sometimes seems like a prolonged tug of war, where you're just trying to stay out of the mud. But then, beauty, wonder, purpose sometimes comes along. For me, you're what I've been fighting for all these years. And I didn't even know it. Another day in paradise with you. But time to get back to work.